So today I'll be working with you on some MATLAB commands which will help you in the matrix or in array manipulation. First, I'd like to start by telling you a basic difference between an array and a matrix. So an array is a type of data structure which specializes in holding some various type of data structures, whereas a matrix is a special type of 2D array. But then you'd be wondering, why do you even need a matrix in real life engineering problems? So there's a very simple answer to this. That is, when you are trying to analyze something, when you try to simulate something, you need the structure, the data in the form of some structures, or you need to solve some differential equations, which gets easier when you try to use a matrix. Even FEA needs to be specified into the form of some structures, which can be done through matrix. There are many more ways to think about this problem, but this indirectly helps human and a computer to communicate with each other in the form of matrix, you could say. So further, I'd like to start by telling you about the screen about the screen which I'm showing. This is the window showing the MATLAB window. So we have three types of ways where we can enter data here. So here's a type of a normal script where you just write the whole code. A live script is a format just where the script doesn't wait until you end your whole code. And command window is a type of an interactive form where you can just directly tell MATLAB what you want and it will directly show you the results. So we'll start by declaring an array. So we'll first start by just writing a basic command, 2, 3, maybe 4. So what do you think? Declare things like this. This is not an array because in MATLAB an array has a specific format. For That's format requires square brackets at the ends. So if you start and you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, this would be declared as an array. For the same command, you can just press the up arrow key, which will bring you the whole thing back. What we declared here is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are four different rows. Sorry, four different columns over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want, you can add a different row here. You just need to put a semicolon, you do again 1, 2, 3, 4. So the difference here, I put comma and this is without a comma. So you can use both the ways. It works both the ways, takes the input both the ways. As you got to know when you saw this thing. So further we'll try to work. So I'll try to explain you a little bit as well. These are different 1 and 1, 2 and 2. These are the row or columns of the array, and the whole line would be declared as a row of an array. So keep this in mind. It's very important when you try to do different things and access different elements. Talking about accessing different elements, we can access any element we want here. So just imagine you want to access a particular element of like this 4 here. So you just want to write a small command in Matlab. Just say we write a here because this is from where you want, and the bracket shows what you want. The first thing, first you declare the row. So if you want it from first or second row, I want it from first row, I write 1. What column do you prefer? You took 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the fourth column. You chose 4 column. Just press enter, get the element number 4. There are many different ways to access these elements. Just think of as you wanna access the whole row. So you just put a colon here. This will have you access the whole row instead of just one element. So you will see. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this will. My mistake. So this will help you get the whole column. So the 4 here represents the whole column. You'll get the whole column. Yeah. So with both the rows, so you got row 1, which is 4, row 2, 4. Similarly, you can try this thing with a column as well. So if you prefer, you can choose like you want it from first column. sorry, first row, but you need the whole column. This will probably give you one, two, three, four, because you chose the first column and the whole row. Sorry, first row and the whole column. So this will give you uh, all the columns, but only from the first row. So if you press enter, you can got all the columns from all the rows. Further, we have many different commands and many different ways. Just imagine that you declared this thing, but you don't like this three here in the matrix here. You don't prefer this two here or something. You want to change the element. What you do is you do the same thing as you access the element. You access the element. You press the command. Like you don't like this element, which is first row and second column. First row and the second column. Then you press what you want to make it to, what you want it to be equal to, or what you want to replace it with. I just think of like my birthday comes on 27. I want to replace it with 27. I put 27, then what it did is replace the element in this matrix here. I want to specify something. The commands what we did earlier only worked on accessing elements. They didn't change anything into the matrix. Whereas this command, where we are trying to declare the element, we changed or modified the matrix, which is a different thing or an important thing you should keep in mind. What you can do is you can also add a whole different column into the matrix or a whole different row into the matrix. Just think of it as like I'm trying to add a new row. So I want to add a third row. You can say that I want to keep all the columns. So I want all four columns. So, but you need to specify the elements. So you can declare it in the form of a whole different row. But yeah, if you want, why do work extra when you can do different things? So you can access things with this command. Uh, If you know this command, I'm not sure, but I'll tell you about this. So this says like 1:1:4. So this is the starting element, this is the ending element, and this one basically specifies the step or how many numbers it will skip. So it will. I won't. We should not directly say skip or jump. So from one to it will jump to two, into three, then to four. What do you think? This will run or not? I don't. So this ran as we chose element from 1 to 4. If you want to experiment more, just choose the elements as 3, 2, you can say 5, press enter. This won't draw because you just chose step of 1, but you need 4 elements in between, which is not, this is not the way. So from 3, you got to go to 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are the 4 steps you need because we have 4 columns. We got to work for all the 4 columns. We cannot just leave it in between. We have specified step as 1. So if we do this one, okay, so uh, again, this didn't work. It was my calculation error. I'm sorry about that. This should go as 6. Now, worked. It changed the whole thing. There are different ways where you can work. You can also multiply different matrices, but you need to um, keep in mind the shape of the matrix because matrix multiplication requires a particular format. You can also transpose the whole matrix by a single command. Simple commands. Do this. So what a transpose is the exchange of rows and columns of a matrix. So here all the columns, one, the whole column is 1, 1, 3, 27, 2, 4 is replaced by a row and the row is replaced by a column. So here the row 1, 27, 3 and 4 is replaced by this first column. This is how it works. You can also have different, I mean, many more different like works or manipulation ways where you can just access a particular element or just change a particular element as well. Work with that. There are many different ways. Now, this would be it for this lecture. If you have any doubts, you can further on question me or send the doubts like via mail to me. I'll try to respond as fast as possible. Thank you.